Now let's come and solve another passage that appeared in the actual CLAT 2021 paper in your English language section. So let's see what is the passage saying. On which balls can we hit the 4, which balls will hit the 6, and which balls are defensive. Okay, easy, moderate and difficult question from this passage. So since long we have witnessed unimaginable level of success and failures of various projects, business, scientific missions and even wars. Okay, so we have seen success and failures of different projects. That's what he's saying. From such triumphs and defeats emerges the much debatable thought: is planning and strategy more important than execution? Okay, so what is passage talking about? Maybe he's telling here that execution is lot more important than planning and strategy. Okay, that's why he's asking a question. Do you think planning and strategy are more important than execution, or execution is the most important thing? Planning and strategy are not that very important. Okay, so let's see what is he talking about now. Some project leaders and their teams are of the view that planning leads to clarify objectives. It helps them to set the timeline and the budget. Consequently, when the planning is haphazard and unstructured, the very aim of the project becomes easy. So some say that planning is very important. Okay, it has to be there. This further leads to unprecedented budget collapse. If the planning is not structured, it is just done in a haphazard way, this leads to unprecedented budget collapse and poor time management. Okay, so they are saying planning is important, but the planning has to be right. Okay, so some leaders feel that right planning is required for a project. In some cases, teams have worked relentlessly to complete assignments, but poor planning has invariably led to customer dissatisfaction. So in some cases, take some brands, take some projects, take some product launch, anything. In some cases, teams have worked relentlessly to complete certain assignments, but because of poor planning, it led to customer dissatisfaction. So they made a good product, they were working hard for it, but they were not planned. Okay, eventually the customer did not like the product. Okay, so that led to customer dissatisfaction, and at times a complete collapse of the entire project. Okay, so sometimes even the project may get collapsed because you did not plan well. So in words of Benjamin Franklin, failing to plan is planning to fail. Okay, so Benjamin Franklin is actually supporting the thought of planning. Okay, he is saying that planning has to be there. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, that's what. Numerous entrepreneurs have the faith that strategy helps to enhance not only speed and quality of production, but also consumer satisfaction. So first he said planning is important. Some leaders feel that. Benjamin Franklin is an example. And there are then also entrepreneurs who feel that strategy is also important. Okay, so this is the question we ask: is planning strategy more important than execution? So some say yes, planning is important. Now some are saying yes, strategy is also important. Okay, because if you want to satisfy your customer, you need to come up with a right strategy. If there are no strategies to tackle unplanned events or unexpected interruption, there is a possibility of the entire project coming to a grinding halt. Okay, so you need to have a strategy for unplanned events. Okay, what is an unplanned event? Say your Nestle. Okay, Nestle has come up with a Maggie, but then there are certain questions that are being raised that there is more lead content in the Maggie, okay, which is harmful to your health. So that is an unplanned event. Okay, or germs being found in Cadbury, the rumors for that, that's an unplanned event. That's an unexpected interruption. Okay, that can ruin the entire project. Okay, so you need to have a right strategy. Okay, so planning and strategy both are important. According to some entrepreneurs, strategies are important. According to some entrepreneurs, planning is also important. Okay, you need to plan the entire campaign, like how will the product be launched. Okay, what is the first ad that you will come for it. Okay, which are your target group, how will you go ahead with a planned strategy for selling a product, which is a product that will come after this, where do you see this product 5 years from now. This is all planning. Okay, and strategy is to take care of the unplanned event that has happened. So how do you come up with a strategy to overcome that? Okay, so you can say that planning is long term, strategy is short term. Okay, they both are same thing. You are catering to something by visualizing it. Okay, such that this thing can happen. So how do I plan for this? How do I strategize for this? Okay, strategy is short term. Something has happened, now you strategize. Planning is long term. You had already had a vision that this is how I'll do it. So both planning and strategy are important, as being said here. Some of the world's best airports, bridges, and astronomical missions are the result of careful planning and excellent strategies. Correct. Okay, take example of mission Mars. Okay, that is a result of careful planning, right? The planning has been done for years and years. An excellent strategy. Strategy is something has failed. Okay, while you had projected the satellite or the rover in the space. So now how do you come up with a strategy? Okay, so that is all a result of excellent strategy and planning. Some of the best astronomical missions or bridges or airports that you have seen in the world. Okay, so they are all result of good planning and strategies. However, there are some architects, artists, and entrepreneurs who prefer to dive straight from the board of ideas to execution. Now he is telling why execution is important. So there are some entrepreneurs who say that just go from ideas to execution. Okay, you don't need to plan everything meticulously because things might change. So you have an idea, just execute that. You will learn from that. They believe that suitable strategies are best shaped during the process of execution. So you just cannot come up with the strategy in the air. When you execute your idea, that is when you can think of the best shaped strategy for the idea, because till the time you execute it, you don't know how is the idea working, right? So you need to execute. After the ideation stage, just go ahead with the execution. You will come up with the best strategy while you are executing it. Okay, you may not know that this strategy exists, but you are executing it, the idea, that's when you come up with a strategy. So great plan and strategy can fail when encountering unexpected situation, right? Okay, we'll see an example of this. Like, you don't expect the situation to be there, but then it came out unexpectedly. So all your strategies fail. All your planning related to that fail. Okay, that's what he's talking about here. He gives an example. Steve Jobs says, okay, the visionary behind Apple, Steve Jobs, to me, ideas are worth nothing unless executed. So Steve Jobs is a believer of execution, not the believer of planning like Benjamin Franklin, who is saying that planning is very important. Okay, Steve Jobs is saying ideas should be executed. Okay, once you execute them, while during the execution you may come up with the strategy, because you may encounter unexpected situations. Okay, so that's what he believes. Ideas should be executed. They are just multiplier. Execution is worth millions. Okay, so he believes in execution, not much in planning. Okay, so he's opposite of what Benjamin Franklin is saying. What else? According to Bill Gates, okay, so one more entrepreneur, one who created Microsoft, Bill Gates, and one who created Apple, Steve Jobs. Okay, so let's see. We know the opinion of Steve Jobs. Now, what is the opinion of Bill Gates? According to Bill Gates, unhappy customers are the great source of learning. Fickle-minded consumers and waving market trends can mar projects that stand on fixed plans. It is the need-based, flexible, and innovative strategy that help to withstand the impact of vacillating desire and trends. So he's saying that the customers' desires and trends is being changing. So how can you strategize for something that will happen after 3 years? You need to have innovative strategies. Okay, and innovative strategies will come in only once you execute. Only once you know what is right and what is wrong. And you will come to know this only once your ideas are executed. So you can't plan and strategize for everything in advance. It's only once you go and execute things, you can come up with innovative strategies, because the customers are changing, their desires are changing, their trends are changing. Okay, that's what he's trying to say here. So again, he's supporting the thought of Steve Jobs that execution is a lot more important than strategy and planning. After rigorous planning, now there is an example. After rigorous planning and testing a new recipe on 2 lakh customers in 1985, the company Coke brought a new Coke. Okay, so they came up with new Coke. After planning and doing a data analysis with 2 lakh consumers, they made this product. Much to company's dismay, the product did not take off. Even after planning so much, even after doing so much of research for making new Coke, the product did not take off. as expected and the financial loss was enormous. Okay, why did this happen? After planning also, why did company fail? The company realized that during the process of data collection, it did not consider the product loyalty and the old fashioned habits of consumers. So they took consumer for granted, like consumer will think like this. Okay, consumer has always thought in this way, so they will think like this. Okay, they took it for granted and that's where they failed. Okay, they did not consider the product loyalty and the old fashioned habit of consumers. Okay, they took everything for granted, like this is how consumer behaves, so this is how we make a product. Okay, but then the desires and the trends of the consumer are different. Okay, that's what they failed to realize. They were not able to come up with an innovative strategy. They just planned and strategized and came up with a product, okay, without considering the consumers, okay, and their old fashioned habits. So that's where planning failed. Okay, this is giving an example that planning failed. Okay, not always planning and strategy would lead to success. New Coke is an example of that, justifying what Bill Gates and Steve Jobs have been saying. Okay, that's what is being said here by this example. Hence, a balance of pragmatic planning, effective strategies, and effective execution is likely to ensure the accomplishment of tasks at each stage. So, what do we require now? You're saying planning and strategy is not as important as execution. Ideas should be executed. So, what do we require now? We require a practical planning, effective strategies, and effective execution, and there has to be a balance of that. Okay, balance of planning. You just can't plan and plan without executing. Once you execute, you can come up with innovative strategy and you can plan in a practical way what is there in front of you, rather than thinking much of future. So there has to be a balance that he is saying at each stage of project for success. Successful execution is not an easy journey. The road is winding and bumpy. It may require tweaking or at times abandoning the original path and redesigning it. Correct. You don't know what exactly consumer needs. It's only when you execute you understand the needs of consumer. So maybe you thought that product should look like this, but consumer expectations are completely different. You came to know about this when you executed this. Okay, so the road is not easy. It may require you to abandon the original plan. Yes, you made something and the consumer did not like. You came to know about this once you executed this. So you have to abandon your original plan, redesign it. For that you need to execute first. Okay, that's what is being said. So there has to be a balance of all this that is required for success of project. Often we turn to nature for inspiration. Okay, so now he is taking a metaphor, okay, by explaining the same concept by connecting it with nature. Think plans and strategies are seed, execution is a nourishment, and consumer is a capricious weather. Okay, so understand this well. Think of planning as a seed. Okay, so you are sowing a seed because you want to see a plant. Okay, your plant is the successful execution of your project. Okay, so for that first you need to sow the seed of planning. This is how I want to make the product. These are your seeds, plans and strategies. Execution is a nourishment. Okay, which means now that you had sown the seed, but you have to put water, you have to give it adequate sunlight to this plant. Okay, so you need to nourish this plant. That's what. So once you had made the product, you had thought about the strategy for selling this product, you have to come up with execution. Okay, you have to sell it in different parts of countries, come up with the right marketing strategy for that. So now it's all about execution. You're selling the product, you're making sure that the product reaches to the consumer. That is how you nourishes the product. Okay, so first you made the product, plans and strategies, then you are selling the product, so executing your plan and strategies, which means nourishing the plant. Okay, then consumer is a capricious weather. The weather will keep on changing. Sometimes the weather will be harsh, okay, not suitable for the growth of plant. Sometimes the weather will be easy, suitable for the growth of plant, but you have to take care of this changing weather. You have to take care of the changing consumer desire. You made new Coke, you had a good plan for it, you executed it well as it was required. Okay, you made sure that with advertisement it will reach to consumers, so you are nourishing it. But then the consumer desires are different. Okay, sometimes they like a brand, sometimes they are loyal to the old brand. So that's a capricious weather. The weather is not in your control. The consumer desires, the trends are not in your control. Okay, but we need a proper execution of this. You need to sow your seed, yes, planning. You need to nourish the plant, yes. You need to sell the product with right strategies. You need to execute your plans. But at the same time, the weather is changing, the consumer is changing. Okay, you have to take care of the behavior and the trends that the consumer is following. Okay, so weather is changing, but also with changing weather, how do you make sure that your plant is growing? Okay, so something that you don't have in control is a weather, something that you don't have in control is a consumer desires. Okay, so that's how he's saying that the balance of everything is required for a successful strategy. Okay, so clearly a passage which looks like taken from a book which is on business, again telling you the importance of planning, strategy and execution. Okay, so that's what we understand from it. Now let's solve question and see on which question can we hit a 4 or a 6, or will we have to be defensive here. This is our first question from the passage. The passage can be termed as, okay, so the passage is descriptive, yes, we know that, but at the same time it is trying to explain. Okay, it is trying to explain how execution is important over planning and strategies. Okay, that is what the passage is trying to explain. That is what we had seen. So what is the answer? It's certainly not abstract. Okay, abstract is something that you are using complete metaphor to explain it. That's not how it is. Okay, it's not an abstract passage, it's not a narrative passage, it is not narrating anything, it is describing, and while it is describing, it is explaining. Okay, so descriptive and expository are the two options that I am left with. Okay, so it is not completely descriptive, it is not that it is only describing, it is explaining it as well. Okay, explaining it in a way such that it is describing. So answer here is option number A, expository. Okay, I would call this question as to be a defensive question or a wicket question. Okay, for me, if you ask it, it is a wicket question now. Okay, why a wicket question? Because you can't say for sure what exactly is the tone of the passage. Okay, I can eliminate this two option. Okay, but still I am confused with this two, and to tell exactly which is correct is difficult here. Okay, so on this ball you can lose a wicket. Mark it only if you feel you are sure about it. Okay, so a passage is understood, but still I can't answer this question. The author's main purpose is to, okay, suggest that people succeed only when they have great strategies. No, he is saying that there has to be a balance of planning, strategies and execution. So people will just not succeed if they have great strategy. This is not what the author is saying. So clearly A is not the answer. Highlight the fact that execution is as indispensable as planning and strategies. Exactly. Okay, that's what author has been saying for the entire passage. Okay, execution is as important as planning and strategies. That's where he gave example of Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, who feel that execution is far more important than planning and strategies. He gave the example of Coke as well. Okay, so that's what he's saying. Clearly B looks like an answer. Okay, let's check the other option so that I can be confirmed for B. Illustrate the impact of poor planning and weak strategies. No, he's just not saying that poor planning and weak strategy will lead to this. He's saying execution and how that is as important or more important than planning and strategies. So clearly just not this. Execution has to come into picture, just not planning and strategy. Highlight the hurdle that come in the way of execution. No. Okay, he's saying there has to be a balance of execution, planning and strategies. Okay, and then what is the importance of execution over planning and strategies? Okay, so clearly B is an answer. This question for me is a 4. Okay, on this ball I'll hit a 4 because it's an easy question to be solved. The other option can be easily eliminated. I am not confused with the option. I can clearly eliminate A, C and D, and this explains the best what the author is trying to say here. Okay, so clearly on this ball you should hit a 4. Next question. From the failure of New Coke, the company learned that. Okay, so what did the company learn? Let's see this incident again if you have forgotten this. So company came up with New Coke. Okay, after planning and doing the data analysis with 2 lakh consumers, they did all the planning. They understood what the consumer needs and then they came up with the new Coke. Much to the company's dismay, what did happen? It did not work well. Then the company realized that the process of data collection, it has not considered the product loyalty and the old fashioned habit of consumers. See, what happened here was the consumer liked the old Coke. They were quite loyal towards that brand. So when the new Coke came in, they did not like it because they are too used to their habits. Okay, they are loyal to their product. And the company thought that they may like the new product, but it was not like that. Okay, they were much into their old fashioned habit and loyal to the original brand than the new brand. Okay, so that's what company did not understood the consumer. They took their needs for granted. Okay, they thought that consumer is like that only. Okay, they always behave like that, so they took it for granted. Okay, that's what possibly I can think. Let's see. Tested and tried strategies are essential for success. No, they in fact went for a tested and tried planning strategy, but they failed. Okay, so this is actually opposite being said here. Tested and tried strategies are essential for success. No, they went for that and they failed. This is not something that they learn. Okay, second, surveys and data calibration are sheer waste of time. No, not explaining it as the way we like it. Okay, yes, they did a lot of data calibration and all that when they came up with new Coke, but then is it a sheer waste of time? Not explaining exactly the thought process of what the company learned. Consumer change brand preferences too frequently. Could be because they did not adapt to new Coke, so they changed their brand preference. Not really. Okay, I feel they are not changing the brand. Okay, they are just used to their habits. Okay, which they are not changing. Yeah, clearly this is the answer. Changes in the consumer's habit should not be taken for granted. Correct. Okay, consumer's habit, you should not take it for granted. Like, this is how always the consumer behave. This is what they thought. Okay, consumer always behaves in this way. They will go for new Coke. Okay, they would like the new taste because that's a trend. They always look for new things. They took the consumer's habit for granted. Okay, and then they failed because the consumer was too loyal for the old brand. Okay, that's where they fail to understand consumers' habit. They took it for granted. Okay, so clearly this is the lesson that was learned. This best describes the lesson that they have learned. Okay, and not the brand preferences. Consumer is not changing a brand. He's not going for any other brand other than Coke. Okay, so this is not something that has happened. Okay, so clearly D is an answer here. But to this question, I would rate this as defensive. Okay, not a 4 or a 6 question. Because the options here are not easy to eliminate. Okay, you may get confused between C and D. So you may mark C. Okay, because you may see that, okay, consumer changes brand preference. Has he changed the preference? Okay, so you can be tentative to mark C as an option here. But clearly, if you understood the passage well, if you understood the tone of that example, you would know D is an answer here. Okay, but there are chances of getting wrong here. Okay, the options are not that easy. So I would call this question as a defensive. You will not lose your wicket, but if you had understood the passage well, then you can answer this question. Okay, so if you understood the line and length of the ball, at least defend it. Don't hit it. Surely it will give you your right answer then. And the last question here, or is there one more? There are two more. Okay, so let's see. For the accomplishment of a project, Steve Jobs propagates an approach similar to Benjamin Franklin. No, we already know. Steve Jobs is opposite to what Benjamin Franklin is saying. Benjamin Franklin says failing to plan is planning to fail. So he believes that planning is very important. Steve Jobs says execution is a lot more important than planning. Okay, from ideas you should directly go to execution and don't wait for planning. Okay, because you have to change your plan. Okay, you have to come up with innovative strategy what is required. You cannot plan everything from the start. Once you execute, then you learn. Okay, so he's against Benjamin Franklin. Propagates, no. Suggests an approach that is different from Benjamin Franklin. Yes, clearly. Okay, he suggested an approach that is different from what Benjamin Franklin is saying. Okay, so clearly B is an answer here. I don't have to see for any other option because I have understood the passage well. So clearly on this ball you should hit a straight drive for a 4. Okay, because it's an easy question to handle. And now the last question from the passage, which is filling the blanks. The dash in consumer is a capricious weather refers to the dash demands of the customer. Okay, the demands of the customer are wavering, unpredictable. Okay, oscillating, correct. Oscillating, changing. So I know they are not stagnant. Okay, stagnant means your demands are not changing. You're just stagnant. Okay, stagnant water at a place, so not moving. No, that's not what the answer. Okay, refers to capricious weather is, as I said it here, unpredictable demands. Okay, so understand this. Planning and strategies are your seed. Okay, so you plan for the product. Execution means you sold the product, you came up with the strategies. Capricious weather is the unpredictable demand of the consumer that keeps on changing. Okay, so what consumer wants is very unpredictable, just like the weather. So you made sure that your tree rises, but the weather is unpredictable. If there is a drought, the tree might collapse. Okay, so what will you do for that? Nothing. Okay, that's what he's saying. When capricious weather means unpredictable demand. So maybe I would say this, but smile is not here. The smile in the consumer is a no. The metaphor, correct. The metaphor in the consumer is the capricious weather that refers to the wavering demand. Okay, now what is a metaphor? I'm sure all of you must have known. Metaphor is expressing something by giving an example. So you are expressing consumer by saying and comparing it with weather. So as unpredictable the weather is, as unpredictable the demand of the consumer is. Okay, so you're using this as a metaphor, figure of speech, just to explain the thought process here. So clearly the answer here is C. The metaphor in the consumer is a capricious weather that refers to the wavering demand of the consumer. Okay, so clearly A was not the answer because of stagnant. B was not the answer because of smile. Unpredictable would fit here. So I was confused between C and D, but this is metaphor. I know there's a figure of speech when you are giving an example of this. So C is an answer, not D, not Anna 4. Okay, so on this ball I would hit a 4. Okay, because the options here are easy. The options here are not that very difficult to eliminate. Okay, so on this ball also you should hit a 4.